in the rags of my sin, wretched and poor, lost and lonely with pain, then with sudden compassion, the King of all kings, in pity, He took me under His wing. Oh yes, oh yes, well I'm a child of the King. His royal blood now flows through my veins, and I, who was wretched, oh and poor, now can sing. Praise God, praise God, I'm a child of the King. They tell me a story one time long ago about an old man walking down the road. He was hungry and poor. He come across this farmer's house, and he walked up to the door and knocked. Well, the old farmer opened the door and said, "Can I help you?" The old man looked up and he said, "Sir, I'm hungry, and I'm cold, and I have no place to go. But I will do some work for you if you can." Well, the farmer found compassion in his heart, and he said, "You see that barn out there? I need a ditch dug from that barn out to the garden." And he said, "If you'll dig it, I'll give you a place to sleep, food to eat, and even some money when you're on your way." Well, a couple of days later, the old man was down in the ditch digging, and a little boy of the farmer was walking by, and he heard him. He heard something singing, and it sounded a little like this. Oh yes, well I'm a child of the King. His royal blood now flows through my veins, and I, who was wretched, oh and poor, now can sing. Praise God, I'm a child of the King. That little boy said, "I don't understand it, sir. Why do you sing like that? You don't look like no child of a king to me." He said, "Your clothes is all dirty, and you just don't dress like one. I don't understand." The old man turned and looked at the boy. Tears shot his eyes. He said, "Son," he said, "you should look way down that valley right there." He said, "You see those lilies as they grow?" He said, "My father made them and likened himself unto them." He said, "You see that great sunball out there?" He said, "He made that and hung it out on nothing." He said, "Those cattle out there on your father's farm," he said, "My father owns them and the cattle of 1,000 hills." And he said, about that time the boy run home. He said, "Father," he said, "you don't need that man down there no more." He said, he was a child of the King. He said he owned all this farm, all your cattle and the cattle of 1,000 hills. He said he had the lily of the valley, and he likened himself unto it. He holded all the water in the palms of his hands. The little boy said, "I don't know what to do." Father just looked at him. He said, "Boy, The old man's right. He does own all this and everything. He is a child of the King. Now this story reminded me of long ago when the King of Kings came by and I met him. I was out in sin and I hadn't know which way to go. But he set me on that pathway. And there's been a many a ditch that I've had to dig. But the Lord has been with me. He's guided my steps. And He is all to me. Bless you, my brothers and sisters. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, I'm a child of the King. His royal blood now flows through my veins, and I, who was wretched, oh, and poor, I can't see